Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello, you're welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell. Thank you so much. So I know I've not been doing well with the update about my heart nose, but life happens. Just bear with me. So let's just continue from here. Kayani goes to her room and she sees Malhar laughing. Malhar says that all the people are very clever, and Kayani says that what do Malhar mean? Malhar says that Kayani, Sampada and Atharv are clever, and Kayani takes a sign of relief. Malhar shows Kayani the bank statement and says that Sampada took out all the money from their joint account, and Malhar asks Kayani if she knows that Sampada did not even leave a penny. Malhar says that he would earn money again, but how will he get the lost respect back? And it is good that Sampada and Atharv died, because if they would have been alive, then he would have prayed for their death. Later, Atharv was seen standing as a statue in a big mall and stealing money. Malhar asked Kayani to pray that Atharv and Sampada are not alive, because if they are alive, then there is an animal in him who is hungry for them, and Kayani looks at Malhar in shock. Malhar says that if he finds Atharv and Sampada alive, then he cannot keep the animal in him alive. A watchman was seen running after Atharv and asking him to stop. The water tap gets opened by mistake and Atharv's face was shown, and he takes out his shirt and throws it, and he wipes his face and moves his ears. The police and the watchman comes there, and Atharv runs and hides in the municipal dustbin, and the police run at the other side. Malhar says that if Sampada and Atharv are alive, and if Kayani hides this from him, then he will snatch the light from Kayani's life and fill it with darkness, and Kayani cries and says okay. Sampada comes to Atharv and helps Atharv get down from the dustbin, and Sampada tells Atharv that the police is gone. Atharv says that if the police sees them together, then Malhar will know, and he got saved today with much difficulty. A flashback was shown when Atharv and Sampada fell into the river, and they get out from the river and got to a safe place. And Atharv smiles and says that Anupriya must be thinking that they are dead because of her bullet, and Sampada says that they are together now, and nobody can separate them. And both Atharv and Sampada laughs and the flashback ends. Atharv says that Malhar must be thinking that he didn't get their dead bodies, and Malhar will get doubtful. Sampada and Atharv sees the police coming again and they escape, and they sit behind the car. Sampada tells Atharv that she can't bear it anymore, because all the money that she took out from she and Malhar's joint account has finished, and she did not elope with Atharv to sleep on the street and to eat roadside food. Atharv says that what should he do because they are suffering together, and Sampada cries, but Atharv asks Sampada to believe him that he will make everything fine again, and he just needs more few days, and Malhar should not know that they are alive, else Malhar will not spare them. And Atharv asks Sampada if she would help him, and Sampada nods and hugs Atharv. Kayani wakes up in the morning and she sees Malhar going somewhere. Malhar says that he is going to Mumbai for work, and that is why Kayani has to buy clothes for the baby. Kayani says that if Malhar doesn't like the clothes that she brought for the baby, then what would happen? And Malhar says that then Kayani have to go and change the clothes, and Kayani says that he cannot get good clothes there. Malhar asks that what do Kayani want him to do, and do Kayani wants to come with him to Mumbai. Kayani says that she can shop together with the baby in Mumbai while Malhar do his work. And Malhar says okay, and he gives Kayani 15 minutes to get ready. Kayani dances and jumps, and Malhar says that he's just given Kayani 8 minutes. Kayani gets ready and she says that she has to wear a wedding necklace and apply at vermilion, and Malhar says that it is not needed now, but Kayani says that she is coming. Anupriya sees it in her dream that Kayani is severely injured and she is asking her to save her, and Anupriya was shocked and she wakes up and she was scared. Godavari tells Anupriya that Kayani and Malhar has went to Mumbai, and Anupriya runs behind the jeep and prays for Kayani's safety. In the jeep, Malhar tells Kayani that he is taking Kayani far because he would have been embarrassed because of Kayani's childish behavior. Kayani thinks in her mind that what does Malhar think of himself, and Kayani tells the baby that she is hungry since morning and she hasn't eaten anything, and Kayani asks the baby to at least have food. Malhar looks at Kayani, and the truck was coming from the other side, but Malhar did not see it, and Kayani shouted asking Malhar to see. Malhar turns and he tries to keep the control of the car, and Kayani holds the baby tightly. Anupriya hears Vivek saying that he is going to Mumbai, and Anupriya asks if she should come with Vivek, but Pallavi says that Vivek should not trust Anupriya. Anupriya says that she wants to buy some chandani in Mumbai, and Vivek asks Anupriya to sit, and Pallavi thinks that Anupriya is after their life. Anupriya thinks that she would call Kayane and she would tell her that she is coming to her, and Anupriya thinks that she won't be relieved until she sees Kayane. Kayane was in the mall and she thinks that Malhar scared her today, but Malhar did not let the accident happen at least. Malhar takes the baby from Kayane, and Kayane gets Anupriya's call and thinks that why is Anupriya calling her. Malhar and Kayane were at the restaurant, and the waiter asks if he should bring the same order for them, and the waiter asks Malhar about Sampada, and Kayane looks on in shock. The waiter says that Malhar is Sampada's husband, and Malhar and Sampada has come there before, and a flashback was shown where the waiter tells them that he will bring Sampada's favorite food. Sampada says to Malhar that she will buy some dupattas for herself, and Malhar and Sampada get romantic. Kayane says that Malhar and Sampada are making her jealous, and she doesn't know when someone will come into her life as well, and the flashback ends. Malhar throws the things on the table away and goes out, and Malhar questioned God, asking that why did God do this with him, and Malhar says that God gave death to Sampada and suffocation for him for the rest of his life. Kayane comes out and sits in the jeep, and Kayane and Malhar go to Mumbai. Malhar asks Kayane to get down from the jeep, and Kayane says that she thought that they will go together after Malhar's work ends. Malhar says that Kayane is going alone for the shopping, and the baby started crying. Kayane says to the baby that they are going to the mall now, and the baby should tell Malhar that what if he doesn't like the clothes that she bought. Malhar turns Kayane again, and Malhar says that he will come to pick Kayane in 2 hours, and Kayane gets down from the jeep, and she comes inside the mall, and she thinks to call Anupriya. Anupriya was in Vivek's car, and Kayane calls Anupriya. Anupriya asks that where is Kayane, and Kayane says that they are in Mumbai. Anupriya asks that we're in Mumbai because she has also come there with Vivek. Kayane asks Anupriya to come to the mall, and Kayane tells Anupriya the address. Anupriya asks that where is Malhar, and Kayane says that Malhar got angry when the waiter talked about Sampada, and Malhar has left her there. Anupriya asks if Kayane is fine, and Kayane says that she understands Malhar's mood swings now. Anupriya tells Kayane that she will come to her, and Anupriya tells Kayane about her bad dreams. Kayane asks if Anupriya is now in 100 Days Film Maduri because dreams don't come to pass. Anupriya tells Kayane that she will come there by making excuse to Vivek, and Kayane says that nothing wrong has happened with her, and she asks Anupriya to come there calmly. Atharv and Sampada were in the same mall in disguise of Mr. Singh and an old woman, and Atharv tells Sampada that Sampada will take all the stuff and he will act to have a heart attack. Then Sampada will take all the items and leave immediately. Kayane takes selfie with the baby and says that Sampada was showing in the picture, but Kayane couldn't recognize Sampada because she was dressed as an old woman, and Kayane thinks that some old lady has ruined their picture. Kayane says that the background is good and she takes another selfie with the baby, but this time, Atharv comes into the picture. Atharv makes the employee of the mall busy while Sampada steals the things and keep it in a sari, and Atharv signs to Sampada. Kayane tells the baby that they will see all the things in the mall and then they will decide. Sampada walks behind Kayane and she was about to collide with Kayane, and Sampada sees the baby and she gets emotional. The baby holds Sampada's bangle, and Kayane turns and she sees Sampada's face, but she couldn't recognize her, and Sampada was shocked to see Kayane. Kayane says that the baby is laughing, looking at Auntie, calling Sampada Auntie. And Kayane asks Sampada if she will take the baby, and Sampada says yes, and she carries the baby and she kisses her baby, and the baby laughs. An employee of the mall comes there and shows Kayane the baby clothes, and Sampada quickly ran away with the baby, and Kayane was shocked and she thinks that where did the old lady goes with the baby. Kayane searches for the baby and Sampada was still in the mall. Anupriya tells Vivek that she brought some items from Mangada's mall, and Vivek says that he will not come with Anupriya, so Anupriya should go back there and take the item. Anupriya says okay, and Anupriya senses that Kayane is in danger. Atharv takes Sampada to one side and asks if Sampada has gone mad. Sampada says that this is her baby, and Atharv says that he has seen it, and Sampada says that Kayane is searching for the baby. Atharv says that it was Sampada's decision to leave the baby, and Atharv asks Sampada to come with him because Malhar must also be at the mall. Sampada and Atharv were about to leave the mall with the baby, but Kayane saw them and shouted at them, asking them to stop, and Atharv and Sampada looks on in shock. Kayane runs to them and takes the baby from Sampada's hand. Sampada says no, and Kayane hugs the baby and asks that how dare Sampada to steal the baby. Kayani says that she will call the police and post about Sampada on social media, and Kayani calls everyone in the mall and she was about to tell them about what happened, but Atharv acted like an old man and cooked up a fake story, and he tells Kayani that his wife's condition is bad, and he folds his hand asking Kayani not to call the police because his wife is mentally unstable and she lost her baby in a mall like this, and anytime she sees a baby, then she always runs away with the baby. Kayani feels sorry and says that Atharv should not have left his wife alone, and Kayani feels Sampada and says that this is not Sampada's son, and Sampada was shocked. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video, share it, and please comment, and I'll see you all again in my next video. Bye guys.